Hi, this is Tom Matson, and this tutorial is going to cover Teleprompter PRO's shortcodes and the scripted message input area as of version 2.5. Now, with the release of version 2.5, Teleprompter PRO's shortcodes have increased to 19 now. And also there is now one scripted message input box where there used to be 10 different input boxes. And in addition to those 10 input boxes, there were 10 drop-down selectors to determine if the content in that box was one of 6 different headline styles or a paragraph style. You know, we have combined some of that, and now there are these different shortcodes for the different headline styles. And because of that, because of adding these in, the break tag, this one right here, is used more often now than it would have been previously because everything is combined. So now the break tag will be used anytime you need a line break after you have used any of these headline styles or any speaker styles, or if you've used block quotes, or if you've used numbered lists or unordered lists, or if you've used the hard rule for basically line separators. So anything that is not a paragraph specific type of shortcode, you're now going to need to use the break tags in order to add line breaks afterwards, which is fine. It's just, that's what this was for anyway, is to give you an opportunity to add line breaks. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to drop in some pre-formatted text. I'm going to grab this shortcode cheat sheet, drop it in here real quick. I'm just going to show you real quickly. Actually, there's so much in it. I'm going to speed this up to a 4, and that way hopefully it'll scroll through a little bit faster. Real quickly here, what we have. Now we have first headline style, second headline, third headline style, fourth headline, and fifth and sixth headline style. Now these, because of the nature of the style they are, because they are actually headline styles, there will be a break after each of these, and those will be automatic. However, the speaker styles, you will see as this pops up, because I don't have a break tag after, these are going to be run right in line with each other. Then you'll see a hard rule, which is a line separator. Then you'll see this bolded words here. You won't see the shortcodes. You'll see this, and then without a line break, you'll see the emphasized words, even though in the content area it appears as though they're going to be broken up with paragraphs. And then you'll see a block quote. Then you're going to see a numbered list. A bulleted list with numbers. Then you see a bulleted list without numbers, so an unordered list. And then you will see this this little paragraph here, and you will see this image. This image, which is going to be inside of the image tags. Now, bear in mind, there are no spaces. Make sure you do not include any spaces if you're going to add an image. You don't want to have a space right in there. No space. Otherwise, it will not work properly. So just be the opening image tag, your URL to your image, and then your closing image tag, and then the image will display right there in the paragraph. And then the other, of course, in here is the break shortcode. That's what that is. And then the HR, which is the hard rule. And so I'm going to go ahead and just drop down here. I'm going to go down, click Let's Do It. Let's see what this looks like. And as you can see, to begin with, before we've added any of the other codes, these paragraphs are showing up as paragraphs, as we had expected them to look. However, after that, we've added some other codes. And let me real quickly point out, shortcodes are all in uppercase. And it starts out like this. You'll see, looking like that, that would be the starting opening tag of a shortcode. And then just down here would be what a closing tag of any shortcode would look like. See, this right here being the closer at the end. So, and the content in between would be what most of the shortcodes what you're going to encapsulate, what you're going to wrap them with is an opening and a closing shortcode tag. With a couple of exceptions, break and hard roll. So there's headline 1, headline 2, headline 3, headline 4 style, headline 5 style, headline 6 style, and each of those had line breaks afterward. As I said and told you would be, second speaker script, even though in the content text box there was a break, there is not here. Same thing with between the bolded words, the emphasized words, and the span of words. Same thing applies. Now, block quote is there. There'll be a space between that because it is a non-paragraph element. Same thing with the ordered list, the ordered bullet list, and the unordered bullet list. Those naturally have their own breaks that are built in. And then we have the image, which is going to be in line at this point. Then you're going to see the line break below that, which you're not actually going to see the anything. It's just going to be a break, and then you're going to see this right here is the HR shortcode, which is the hard roll, which is basically a separator. Right, now I'm going to jump back real quickly here, and I'm going to go back up to the content here, and what I'm going to do is drag this down just a little bit, and I'm going to take, and I'm going to grab this break code right here. I'm going to copy it, and I am going to come down here. I'm going to drop it in, just paste it in right there, right there, right there. And let's see, so right between the second, third, and the fourth. And then we're going to go ahead and put after the bold, and we'll put 2 so it makes it look like a paragraph. Put 2 there, and put 1 in here. That's going to naturally break because there's a block quote, so that's going to contain its own. But these are essentially contained normally inside of a paragraph, so those we are going to need the break tags in order to separate them. And then what else? I think that's all we need to do there. Let's go ahead and drop down here and click Let's Do It. Okay, we're going to see as this begins to scroll. Again, at the top, the paragraph still appear as they would. As we get down, as we go down through, we're going to see the headline style still as they were. They have their natural line breaks applied because they are headlines. Now we have the second speaker script, third and fourth, which all now have line breaks. We have the bold and the emphasized separated, and the span of the words separated, all as though they are paragraphs. You see the block quote and the ordered list and the unordered list all still being separated as they were. Those did not need break tags or break shortcodes. And then the image is displayed in line. Now, what I'm going to do is go back here real quickly, and in order to, as I indicated here, in order to be able to get rid of the break tags, you pretty much have to get rid of anything that is not a paragraph related type of shortcode. And it may seem you want to come back and refer to this if it seems odd later on when you're trying to figure this out. There's a lot to comprehend here. I'm going to get rid of that one here. So, all right. So it looks like we have removed everything. Oh yeah, we need to get rid of that break. That break. And there's another break there. And 2 breaks there. All right. And let's see. So I think there's everything that is not. Okay. And what I'm doing, I'm just going to go ahead and eliminate maybe 2 of these paragraphs up here too. All right, there we go. All right, I'm going to hit the let's do it button. And here we go. All right, so we're going to start to scroll here. We'll see the paragraphs at the top being separated as they are normally. We're also going to see that the bold words are separated naturally. The emphasized words are separated naturally. The span are separated naturally. And then the next paragraph is separated as well too. Okay, I'm going to jump back. I'm going to pause here for a second. I'm going to jump back because, yes, the image is not in line right here, and there's a reason why that is. I'm going to pause. Well, actually, I'm just going to jump back. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to go back in real quickly and show you why. It should actually be in line. However, yet, if you look, it is really on another line. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to grab it right here. And let's just put it right here. Stick it right in the middle. All right. Now, it will display in line like we're just supposed to. Let's go ahead. Let's do it. And just watch. Okay. You see the first paragraph as a paragraph like it should be. See the second paragraph as a paragraph. So the third paragraph is displayed. The bold words have the breaks and look like a paragraph. Emphasized words, same thing. The span of words likewise. And then there we go. There is the image in line in the paragraph just like it's supposed to be. So the reason why when it was showing it the last time where it showed up below and it was not in line is because after we removed all the breaks, it appeared as though that it was on its own separate line. And so it displayed it as it was on its own separate line. So it gave it a break. And so once you put it back in, make sure it's actually inside, so it is in line to a paragraph. It will display in line to the paragraph as you would want it to. So, all right, let me jump back to where we were at. The separate tag. So other than that, the shortcodes still work in basically the same way they did before. It's just because we have combined so many different functions here to try to streamline it and added the ability to add in more of the shortcodes into the scripted message area. The break tags now work a little bit differently than they did before, and so you do need to use them slightly differently than you would. Odds are good, though, that in many situations you will not be using a lot of the non-paragraph styled shortcodes anyway, and if you do not use those, in other words, you're not using the speaker or the bulleted lists or the block quotes and so on and so forth, then you're not even going to need to use the break tags anyway. So that said, I think that's about it, but there's a lot to cover. There's 19 shortcodes in a new input area, so hopefully this wasn't too much information overload for you. You may have to go back and watch it a few times if you have trouble using the shortcodes. So other than that, happy recording, and we will get on to the next tutorial. I think the next one is going to be on the color settings. Talk to you then.